Live from Ashen Anvil in Gardner, Kansas, it's Bourbon Bros KC.
Remember on the mics? Hey, Bourbon Bros KC here. Tonight we got a full table.
Yes, we do.
And it's going to be a good table tonight. So if you've joined us, definitely stay the whole time because we've got two special things going on tonight. And yeah, it's good. So
am I one of those special things?
You're one of those special things. Wait, are you from New Jersey?
Don't start.
Okay,
so here already we're starting. 4 seconds in.
Here we go. So I think we're okay. So again, full table tonight. A lot of as he says, there's a lot of beef on this table, right? A lot of meat. So we're just kind of talking about. Why don't everybody introduce themselves? Why don't you start down there and introduce yourself? So
you want me?
We know who you are.
We don't know who you are.
They know you, I guess. So I'm Chris Gonzalez. I'm with Hill Distillery. We are out of Dodge City, Kansas. Founder and CEO. He's a 5th generation farmer. So everything that we are going to put our lips on tonight is 100% Kansas grain derived from his own crops. So
nice.
We see it from the time we plant it in the ground, harvest it, mash it, ferment it, distill it, barrel it, bottle it. We even have some canned cocktails we're featuring tonight. So all kinds of good stuff. But yeah, honored to be here and real excited to see where the night takes us.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Yeah,
I'm excited to have you guys here and 100% Kansas products. You know, we're in Kansas. I grew up here in Kansas. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
So in true grain to glass fashion or farm to table, we say soil to sip. That's kind of our slogan.
Soil to sip.
Soil to sip.
Yeah. So, and then on the other side of Derek, who you all know. So why don't you?
I am. My name is Michael Capolini. I'm the North American brand ambassador for Toscano Cigars here in the United States. I'm honored to be here. It's always a good time at Ashen Anvil. And I was just listening to your story, and it's amazing. I didn't know anything about. Obviously, I'm from Pennsylvania, and I didn't realize. That it's literally like you said. What was the verbiage you just used from
soil to sip?
So we say from seed to shelf, which is pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
Like we already have that collaboration, and one of the things as we continue to get into the Toscano discussion, etc. tonight, one of the things that I like to say as a motto at Sigaro Toscano is whatever Mother Nature gives to the tobacco, we give directly back to the consumer.
Okay.
And thanks to Derek, I've tried I think every product you guys have in your portfolio before this.
Almost.
And I have to say it, and I'm not just saying this to blow smoke, pun intended. It is really, I was incredibly impressed with everything. I am not a gin guy at all, like not even in the slightest do I like gin. And here I am drinking the gin.
The barrel-aged gin.
I mean, unbelievable. Yeah. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. If you're able to get this stuff, you have to get it because it is just, it's smooth. Unbelievable notes of there's a lot of earthy tones to it, which I think is going to pair really well with the Toscano cigars too.
For sure.
And I'm just here to drink and smoke cigars and have some fun tonight. So let's get at it.
We're here.
Well, then you're here. You're at the right place, right? So, So now I have one question. You talked about you guys farm it yourself, or you guys have you have farmers that.
We are the farm. So yeah, like I said,
that's great.
We oversee everything from the time we plant it in the ground. We've got a full staff out there on the farm, but yeah, like I said, our founder and CEO, he was a 5th generation farmer. So it's just been passed down. And he took the lead and he said, hey, what else should we do with our crops? Let's make some bourbon.
Smart.
Absolutely.
Everyone likes bourbon. So
yeah,
it's true.
And as you see, he's wearing a purple shirt because Kansas State Wildcats, EMAW. So that may be people might
basketball season's a little rocky right now.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
So they'll bounce back.
Yeah, we want to welcome on, and Frankie's watching, and Frankie's been getting some Toscano cigars from an unknown source, and he absolutely loves them. And so Rodney too. Rodney's up there also. He likes the shorts, and he's like, hey, I need a box of shorts. So I've been pushing.
Yeah.
I've been pushing, and
you're trying to take my job. I understand.
And some of the guys too on here also have somehow they get some of the Boot Hill, and I'll tell you, it's impressive, right? Where Boot Hill has come to where they are now is centuries, right? So it's
Absolutely.
fantastic.
Yeah. So this is actually we're celebrating our 10-year this year. So
Wow.
instead of
Nice.
a 10-year birthday, this is our birth year. So
Nice.
we are going very big and heavy in the paint. So you're going to see some new products coming down the pipeline that we're really excited about. One that we'll actually be featuring tonight. So can't wait to dive into that as well. But yeah, it's some good stuff. If you guys are ever out in Dodge City, Kansas, please go say hi to the tasting room. It is a great time.
And
Now,
oh, I'm
go
sorry.
on. No, you're fine.
No. I was just going to say it really is interesting to me because, you know, as the brand ambassador for the company, I'm afforded the opportunity to dive right in with our master blenders, with, you know, seeing the cultivation, the fire curing, etc. And, you know, you could taste that in our cigars, and you can taste that in your products too. I was incredibly impressed with some of the bourbons that I had over there. Don't ask me which one because, again, I tried every one. But kidding aside, like, it really is. I mean, these two products, without even knowing each other, the pairing was justified. So, do I have to give you credit for that? I don't like to do that.
I
But do I
did
have to
put the
give...
pairings together.
All right,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
then it is Derek's
take that.
artistic.
We'll give him a little
thought
nod.
process, but... No, but honestly, I think we're going to have a lot of fun going back and forth. I think you're going to be able to really draw some incredible parallels too with the two products.
Yep.
Based on what I know right now. And, you know, Toscano has a very storied tradition. The first cigar was rolled in 1815. So we might be a little bit older than you guys, but you're doing a hell of a job for 10 years. This is really, I'm blown away.
Hey,
So,
we're trying. We're trying.
cheers.
For sure.
Salute, as we
Cheers
say in
to
Italian.
that.
Salute.
Absolutely.
Salute. So yeah.
All right.
Well, you know, a little bit is how's everyone doing? Everyone good?
Yeah.
Derek, how's your week been?
It's been a great week.
A great week.
Yeah. It's been a busy week.
Yeah.
Busy week. But,
Heath, you doing all right?
Yeah,
down
I'm
here?
doing great. Busy week. Yeah, nothing too
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah. It's same. I've been working really hard.
Live from Ashton Anvil in
Nancy's
Gardner,
on. Nancy's
Kansas.
on.
Nancy.
It's Bourbon
She
Bros
loves-
KC.
She loves Heath. So, but well, let's you know what? Let's talk about the bourbon first, right? The whiskey. So why don't you just take over and kind of tell us about this actual bottle?
Sure.
You know, something about it, and so we know, and then we'll try it,
Sure.
and we'll go from there, right?
Sounds good. So this one, it paired really well with the Cigarello. I know when we talked, you've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? That was one of the main things. That was they were smoking a Cigarello, right? So a Toscano, right?
Toscano.
So yeah.
Toscano Antico, which is actually what we're going to be smoking shortly.
That's what we're going to be smoking.
Literally
just a
this
little bit.
particular
So it just
cigar.
kind of made sense. I was like, oh, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's feature our Cowboy Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So every single year, one Kansas Cowboy gets inducted into the Kansas Hall of Fame. They are usually focused around the rodeo, whether it be a rodeo clown, bull rider, announcer, something to do with the rodeo aspect. So this is our 4th edition of our Cowboy Hall of Fame. And honestly, I think it's one of the best ones that we have put out there on the market.
Nice.
He only yielded about 230 to 240 bottles, so he is a super limited release.
Wow.
Which is why I'm very excited to get this guy poured up here and out to you guys out there in the wild.
Now you guys go wait. You guys go wait. We get it first.
Or if you guys get here before 7, we're here till 7. Not. But he is, sorry.
No, you're good.
It's okay.
51% corn, 49% wheat. So we are wheat heavy in a lot of our products just because we are paying homage to the Kansas state crop. So we wanted to stay tried and true to our own roots, literally and figuratively, like you like to say.
I love that too because, like, you know, when we do events, and Derek could attest to this, we like to use as many local places as we possibly can.
Yes.
So to have this is another, you know, amazing foot up on other events that I've done in the past. So, and I'm honored that there's only 200 and some bottles of this. I actually feel bad drinking it. Not really, but you know, I wanted to pretend that was a thing.
You got it. You got it.
We'll pass this down.
No, I got.
Hey, hup.
Is that?
There you go. There
Is
you
that the
go.
right
Let's
one?
get you filled up here.
Yeah, there we go.
So Frankie wants to see the color, so maybe kind of hold it right up here.
You
And
betcha.
kind of see the color. It's good, Frankie. It's good. So there we go. What we're doing.
So you kind of got that golden brown amber kind of note to him.
So this is honoring a Kansas Cowboy.
It is honoring a Kansas Cowboy.
Dodge City has a huge rodeo out there, right?
We sure do, yes. So every year it's called Dodge City Days. We host. This past year, we got to host the number 1, number 3, and number 8 ranked bull riders in the world that came out.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a pretty big rodeo. It used to be one of the 3rd largest in the nation. So it's a big payout. They pay that bull rider $1 million to win that whole thing. So
Very cool.
I'm in the wrong business.
yeah,
I'm definitely
Well,
in the wrong business.
you're not a source.
I don't know if he'd be a bull rider. They don't
No.
have. They don't have a lot of bull riders from New Jersey.
No.
But I'm sorry about that. I'll stop. We're done. We're done.
You're not going to stop. Don't even pretend.
But
Okay.
no, it's.
By the way, nothing against New Jersey.
So who's the cowboy that we're honoring this
So the
year?
cowboy on this guy that they're honoring was Wacy Munsell. I don't know the full backstory on old Wacy, but I do like his name a
He's
lot.
got a cool
Yeah,
name.
that's an
It is a cool
Yeah.
name.
So
Sounds
are-
like a cowboy, right? So
Are the majority of and excuse my ignorance, the inductees, are they still living? Are they passed? Is it to pay homage to them? It doesn't matter. It
it's
could be both.
kind of a hybrid. So
Yeah.
some have passed, some are still around and living. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Really
I'm not sure exactly who decides who gets in the Kansas Cowboy Hall
Oh,
of
look,
Fame.
the whole list is there of
It
everybody
is.
that's won it since 2003. Get out of here.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
absolutely.
Huh.
So every bottle will come with that tag that shows the homage and the honor to that.
All right, so here's a
cowboy.
question for you guys, right? And I think this is for the whole table. So, like, let's say, because I do this with cigars too, but let's say you have a good, I do it with a lot of wine too. You get a very particular, like something like this. There's only 200 and some, right? Do you also have remorse when you pop it open for the first time?
Sometimes, but at the same time, that's what it's meant for, right? So
Yeah.
you're kind of meant to get it on your lips.
Yeah. Like we have in Toscano, we have a special cigar called Il Moro that only we get 1,000 a year from 2 of our female cigar rollers in the Lucca
Okay.
factory, and people collect them and you use them for really high end events or something
I've
like
had
that.
2 of them come through this store.
And how many did you smoke? 2?
None.
Oh,
None.
um,
I'm very
but
sad about that.
well, that's interesting because in the United States we only get 100 of the 1,000. So
Right.
next time you might want to. Luciano, if you're watching, you should probably keep
I should
one.
smoke
Just
one of
throwing
those.
that
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
But anyway, you collect them, and I had one from I think 2002. They started them in 2000, and I had one from 2002. And when my son was just born, Alessio, around Thanksgiving, I opened the box, and as I was lighting it, I was like, "Oh God, do I really want to? That's for my son. Let's just do it." So that's just a question I wanted to ask people. So
I've been in cigars now since 2019. That's when I started smoking cigars. And sort of since I got into it, I started collecting cigars. And I had a box of cigars or a humidor of cigars that I was like, okay, I'm never going to touch these. And it was about 6 months ago that I thought,
why? Yeah, I
Right.
know.
I was saving these for special occasions, but it became a thing where every time I smoke a cigar with my dad, I dig into that humidor. Like, this is a special occasion. I'm smoking a cigar with my dad.
Absolutely.
I'm creating this special occasion.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be a big life-changing event to deserve a great cigar.
Yeah.
And I've sort of stopped collecting. I have a couple that at some point I'm going to find the right time for that one. I
You
haven't found
literally,
it yet.
he has not stopped collecting, okay? He literally,
Where's your wife?
as I was
Let's ask
walking
her
up
on
to the
this. Come on
table,
now.
he's like, yeah, I got a couple of the boxes of the original Brentas I don't want to pop out yet. Like, come on, man,
Yeah, that
just
is
be
true.
honest with
That
everybody.
is true. I have
Come
a
on.
couple boxes.
You
I
know?
did break out a box of the Italias tonight.
Yeah, you did, and they're
So,
gone. So,
gone.
like,
Gone.
Brenta's still in production.
Right.
The Italia's gone. So,
Right.
yeah, but that's
Right.
And I think too on the bourbon side, right? I mean, bourbon has become a collector, right? I mean, the unicorn, finding those unicorns. I probably only have one bottle in my collection that it's hands off, and they try to pop it all the time, right? It's a small grenade of a Blanton's that someone gave me and it's the Kentucky Derby, right?
oh, nice.
So, but anything for me, if you come to my house and these guys will attest, and some of the people back here, if I say, what do you want? And we've got a couple walls of bourbon, and I will tell you, the guys that are on here, like Frankie and Rodney, and these guys are on there. My wall is nothing compared to their walls. There's thousands of bottles sitting there, but you can walk into my house, and if you want to open it, there's Rich. Rich is on there too, so he's there. I will tell you anything. I'll open anything, right? I mean, we've talked about that, and I had a bottle that only had like this much left of one of my favorite. And one of our OG walked in. He goes, "Oh, I've never had that." I said, "Pour it." Right. So that's what it's for, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
But sometimes I'm like, well, don't open it until I get a backup.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So
No, that is true, right?
Right.
Yeah. So Hey, I want to say one thing. Lachelle's on here. My wife is on here. So 2023, George Steinberger is on their Hall of Fame for Kansas State, for Kansas. So
Is she related?
yeah, we know him very
Maybe.
well.
Okay.
So
There you go.
My father-in-law was all around cowboy at Kansas State. He rodeoed forever and ever and ever. So, yeah, that's so. I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh, wow, right? So it's kind of cool. So
No, that's cool.
my family's in rodeo. My youngest son rodeoed for many, many years, and until he broke half his body. So he decided, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to play football.
My girls are getting into rodeo now, so.
Oh yeah, so
no.
Good
luck.
This
Saddle up.
this is very cool, right? Seeing that too. So
Yeah, the story behind it is kind of what speaks for itself.
So it says there, George was our youngest son's coach in bareback riding.
See, there you
So
go.
he taught him how to bareback ride when he was rodeoing. So I've known George a long time.
Nice.
So
So-
that's kind of cool to see this,
There
right?
you go.
I had
never
no
had
idea.
I never had a coach for bareback riding, but 2 years ago,
Uh-oh.
the Johnson County Fair was in town, our county fair, and they have a rodeo. And I saw that the bull riding was open, and so I went up there and I put my name in. And I've never been on a bull before. I've hardly ever ridden a horse before. And I went up there and I put my name in, and thank God they called me back about 45 minutes later and said that they had overfilled the slots.
Hence why you're still sitting here and we're having this thing.
I was gonna go do it. I didn't tell my wife. I didn't tell anybody. I just went and signed
I
up.
wonder why.
Yeah.
So
And listen,
dodged a
don't
bullet there.
don't let this preppy exterior fool you. I have ridden a horse twice. All right, through the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon.
There you go.
And it was awesome. It's really like when you're. I can understand why people love these animals so much. Like first and foremost, they're gentle giants, right? Number one, and then number two, the power behind them.
Yeah.
Like I think it was a joke by the guy who was running the farm, but he's like, "Here, give this guy's real calm. I must have got the one with ADHD because this thing every time I hit." We flew like it was insane, but I love the fact that I guess I never realized it until today. The power behind the rodeo
it's
in this area,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
this is a big area. So my son rodeoed when he was very, very young, and some of his friends that he rodeoed with now are world champions in FR.
Oh my god,
Bareback riders and stuff. So
unreal.
So
So cool.
but a quick story, only because I have to say this. Behind the scenes, we have 3 people that make this happen. We show up early, we drink, we talk, we enjoy, and these 3 people behind the scenes kill themselves to set this up. One is my son, one is my daughter-in-law, and one is his best friend. So he decided that he wanted to ride a steer one year, and
He just exhaled very deeply.
Yeah,
How'd that
and-
go? Can't see.
and so it was at a Miami County rodeo, and he drew. I think it was called Wildfire. Okay, and he had never even been on one. So we said, "Are you sure?" Because he's not the rodeo guy like my youngest son. Well, he was sure. 1 second later, he was not sure, and he was in a lot of pain. So you know what? That's why he's a techie guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it right to that.
I
He's
would
like,
stick to the techie side.
rodeo is not my life. So it's, we're talking about this because it's, again, there's so many directions we can go with these cigars, Italy, Clint Eastwood. I mean, the bourbon, Dodge City, there are a lot of, there's some bourbons out there from a different company that, you buy a bottle, it's Doc Holliday, right? It's Wyatt Earp.
Right.
That's all Dodge City. I mean, that stuff, that's history of Dodge City. So to have this and have you guys here, I'm telling you, it's an honor, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is, both of you are, this is one that when we talked, Derek and I, and he talked about this was like, oh, this is going to be amazing. This is going to be a night to remember.
Match made in heaven.
That's
So,
it.
it is, right? And there's so much history around it. So, we should probably try this.
Yeah,
now,
I was
right?
Tons and
I was
tons of
gonna
history.
say, let's try
Sure,
it.
we can get into the bottle here. So I know that there were some questions. Hey, what's the age statement on this guy? This guy, again, he's only 3.6 years in the barrel. However, what I like to point out to people is that we do not temperature control our barrels. So you have to think, dog days of summer, right? It's hot.
Especially out
Southwest
far west
Kansas.
Kansas,
Oh, yeah.
it's nothing. It's
So our
miserable.
barrels, right, they're expanding, okay? Bitter cold winters, they're contrasting. So our juice is constantly flowing, constantly getting those barrel notes. So a lot of people are like, it's too young. It's too young. I disagree. I think the 3.6 was a really solid year for this guy. Now, we did just release a 7-year. Again, we're only 9.5 years old, going on 10. So we've got some, more matured ones coming down the pipeline.
Yeah.
But again, for 3.6 bourbon, I think once we get your lips on it, you're going to be pretty impressed with the actual flavor profile of it, and the barrel presence that it actually does pull out. So,
Well, being a K-State guy, right? I mean, I own every year of everything you guys
Sure.
have, right?
Yep.
I got it on my collection. I got it sitting there. I've got some of that you put on the top where I guess one per case they stamp a power cat in
they
it.
do.
Right?
Those are the collector items.
That's
out
what I
there.
look for. So all mine, I have the power cats in every year.
Yeah.
But the color and the juice, where it's come from, it's night and day. Where you had the 3-year, and now you had that 7-year come out, and the color. And we'll talk about another bottle you guys have too, right?
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
The color and the pour is you guys have broke the needle.
We've
right?
come a long way.
A
I'll just tell
long
you.
way.
I'll
I
tell you
mean,
that.
Are you just? I'm sorry. You
I'm sorry, go ahead.
distributed it outside of?
So
Missouri?
yes, so we're in a handful of pockets, but the big ones, right? Kansas,
Of course.
Missouri,
Of course.
Oklahoma.
Okay.
So that's our 3 big ones.
Right.
But you can still find us in some pockets in Tennessee. I think we're in Louisiana for whatever reason. I don't know how. But yeah, so we're slowly trying to build a groundswell of support. But again, we're trying to get Kansas on board because that's our backyard.
Yeah.
It's your home, right?
That's our home, and that should be.
Thanks, Ty. I'm not sure how to take that one, but we'll be all right.
What do you get on the nose of this?
It's a vanilla. I mean, you got a lot of caramel to it, sweet on the nose. It's not. I don't pick up any alcohol, right? I'm not really picking up any of that alcohol on there. So
Tell you what I'm picking up. What do I know about bourbon? But
cigar
that I
guys.
drink a lot about it. But,
What I find, and especially with like Derek, cigar guys can really pick up a lot of notes because, I mean, you're trained to kind of do that, right?
Yeah. So I could pick up almost the soil itself. I can smell a little bit of the soil when I bring it right up to the nostrils.
Yeah.
It's earthy.
It's definitely, which again, I said that from the beginning, right? That was and that's why it pairs so well with Toscano. But I can't. Can we drink this? I'm holding it and I'm smelling it for the past 20 minutes. Salute.
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 So what's the proof? Is what Frank? Yeah.
So this is 104. We proofed it up to 104. Or proofed it down. I don't know what it started out. That would be a question for our head distiller. But for 104, he's smooth.
That's super smooth. It's got a great finish.
Oh,
I'm not getting a lot of heat on the back.
the
He's
heat's
really
front.
happy.
It's more frontal. The
Yeah.
heat's frontal.
Absolutely, right?
A little bit of sweetness when it first hits the palate, then a little bit of the heat,
Yeah.
and then it dies down. But as it dissipates, you still get a little bit of that heat on there, a little bit of pepper on the tongue. This is
really good.
Our bourbons, and like I like to tell people, is there's one
this
word
right
that
here.
we
Sorry,
like.
guys.
Yeah, exactly. We like to use is approachable. All of our spirits are very approachable.
Yeah.
So we're not going to light you up like a rocket.
Like a hazmat, right? You're not
Exactly.
going to burn.
Right.
You're not going to burn.
You're not going to burn on this guy.
And
He
you're
still
going to
has a
get
little
more
hug
than
up
one
front,
drink.
but
You're going to get
yeah.
more than one pour out of it, right? Versus passing out.
Correct.
So how is your reception like across the market? Because there's specific distilleries that are doing this.
Yeah.
How is your reception out there right now?
It's been good.
Yeah.
I mean, look, this past year, like spirit market in general, it's kind of been down, right? A lot of the younger generation, they're just not drinking as heavy, which, hey, good for them. That's fine. Not for me, but you know what I'm saying.
More for us.
However, we actually did have a pretty solid 2025. So 2026, like I said, it's our 10-year anniversary. It's our big 10-year, and we're excited for it. So our bourbon, our core bourbon, which is kind of the base of our single barrel, was given one of the top 100 bourbon ratings from Fred Minnick back in 2023.
Wow.
And he has not looked back since. He's up 40% in growth right now. And it's continuing to build and get that momentum and steam. So
It's
in fact,
smooth, but it really on the front of the tongue is where that pepper and that
you're getting it early, but it doesn't burn you going down.
It
right?
I was just about to say the back of the palate, nothing. The front of the palate, 100%.
But it's giving you a long finish still, right? You're getting that.
It is.
It's complex. Where where you're getting it. It stays there, right? It's not like it's not like something weak where it's just like taking a shot.
No, it's
So,
not.
Everyone up here is talking about what does Heath think? I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why everyone
My
likes
fans
Heath.
want to know.
but
Come on.
Our
Give the
follower,
people what they want.
Yeah, that's right.
Heath, our follower wants to know.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
No,
What do you
I
think?
it's good. Yeah, I think it's a smooth pour. It's got a good, really, as the palate hits, it's really good. It's not overwhelming. You don't get that burn on the back. It's a good pour.
It's a great pour, man,
Yeah.
for me. Derek?
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. On the nose, you brought up the earthiness, and that's
Sure.
so funny you said that because I was kind of debating whether or not I was going to say this or not, but I got like coffee,
Sure.
black coffee on the nose, which has that earthy kind of tone to it,
Okay.
and then it kind of follows through. I kind of get that on the palate as well.
Yeah.
So very smooth.
I'm still getting a lot of. I get some leather kind of on the nose to it.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
Some leather, definitely caramel, and then I got black coffee.
Can I have a little more?
Please.
Can't put your finger on it, can you?
Yeah, I got it. One more pour, or at least one
So
more
it's
pour.
funny. Somebody said Heath can't get a word in. I'm very talkative, so if I talk too much, just tell me shut up,
Oh,
Cap. And I'll
absolutely.
No, let me tell you, Heath doesn't talk.
Okay.
Heath just sits there and does this. I agree. So
That's why he's the beloved one, though. I
yeah.
think.
If you've ever watched this, I mean, Derek and Heath, they are.
He's the eye candy.
Yeah,
Hey, wait, I
There
thought
you
that was-
go.
I don't know if Heath's the eye candy, but
Hit it on,
but
nail on
it's
the head.
those two kind of like they try to overpower me only because I mean obviously I talk.
Well, so do I. So we're in good.
We're-
This corner right here is,
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is the side of the table to watch. So yeah, this is
or just ignore either one. I don't know. You
That's
guys
right.
make your decision.
this is really good. So hey, I will say something. We're packed tonight.
Yeah,
It's busy.
it's a
I
beautiful
mean,
night. It's
This
popping.
is it's a Thursday night. We're every table, every chair is taken. So
Listen, Italian ingenuity, American ingenuity, old school. How the hell can you go wrong tonight?
You can't.
Plus, there's
Can't.
bourbon and cigars. I mean, what?
Can't go wrong.
Listen,
What
if you're
else
not
do you
here, sorry, sucks to be you. I don't know what else.
Missing
What
out.
else do you say? What else do you say?
Right.
To that?
that's right. I still can't get over the eye candy. So I gotta find a new career. But no, this is really good. I mean, and the history, like I said, reading that and I see George on there, and I've known George for, my son was like 8 years old
That's
when he
awesome.
was being trained, right?
Small world, right?
From him, right? And now I see that, and here I am. I'm not much older, but yeah, that's cool stuff, right?
Yeah.
That is cool
It's a
stuff.
fun story.
You know what's interesting too, from because I go back and forth to Italy a lot. Bourbon is blowing up in Italy too.
Really?
Really,
Because listen,
We need some Boot Hill Distillery.
So, well, I'm just saying, I might be able to help you there. We'll see what goes on there.
Yeah.
But seriously, like when you go, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to find liqueurs outside of what they make in Italy.
Sure.
Outside of the
Gotcha.
grappa, the limoncello, the frangelico, all this stuff, the
Amaros, all
amaro,
those, yeah.
all that. But it really is. There's obviously a bourbon boom in the United States, but even outside of the United States, it's really it's growing, and
Interesting.
I hope that what I want to do is after today, I want to post it to one of the groups that I have in my family's hometown of Umbria.
Yeah.
And then I can guarantee you, I'm gonna probably call you and be like, hey, can you send like a case over because they want it, because these guys love. There's 2 women that I know that drink bourbon better than all of us sitting at this table.
yeah, I imagine.
Like you can't even. I could not even fathom how much bourbon, and they're so knowledgeable. I sit there thinking I am. Then they speak, and I'm like, I better just shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is hard for me to do. I'm like,
Exactly.
I just better shut up and just let it go. But
And so, Frankie, I'll pick up a bottle. So we're having an event here at the end of March. So and a bunch of my friends from
we
around
find
the
a little
country,
bit in there. That's okay.
they're coming in. So I guarantee they will love this. So I'll pick up a bottle, Frankie, and we'll have a bottle for you. So especially since they're very limited, right? So
They are, yeah. So especially out here in the Gardner market, you go to Moonlight, Gardner Liquor, Wally's.
Yep.
They should all have them there. And then Kinsale out in Olathe for all my Olathe
Yep.
people out there.
I can tell you a bunch of places that don't have it.
Gomers, yeah, that's awesome. Dude. They couldn't get their hands on it.
I know. Good
So
stuff.
I'll make sure I'll
Good
have
stuff.
one there though. So
Sure.
it's it's a good bourbon. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about it.
I'm pretty proud of how he turned out. So.
It's unreal.
Well, let's
really
let's talk about the cigar next.
Let's
Get
go.
into that. So, do you want to tell us about
Yeah,
this cigar here?
yeah.
I'm
So
gonna pass it out.
sure. So we're gonna concentrate on the Toscano Antico, but before I do, just a quick. Derek's already rolling his eyes. I want to say I'm going to give a quick recap of Sigaro Toscano, but our cigar dates back to 1815. That was the very first batch of Toscano tobacco that was harvested. But even before then, it goes back to well before Christopher Columbus's time, where a bunch of tobacco from what is now Kentucky, Tennessee, was gifted to one of the kings of the Five Kingdoms. And then it took them centuries to get enough of a hectare to do, and finally they did in 1815. They harvested the tobacco, and a massive rainstorm came and soaked the tobacco. So what actually ended up happening is it naturally fermented the green tobacco. When water and green get together, it naturally ferments, and it produced a horrible ammonia smell. By the way, I upsell Toscano massively in the first minute of my presentation. But anyway, so now you have this heaping, disgusting pile of wet tobacco that stinks of ammonia. So the tobacconist said, well, what the hell are we going to do with this? We either go tell Duke Ferdinand that we lost all his money, or we figure it out. So they had a barn. They cleared out the barn. They draped tobacco over strings in that barn, lit a fire underneath it. And it was that day in August of 1815 that Manifattori Sigaro Toscano Kentucky Seed Tobacco was born. Fast forward to today, we're in 34 different countries, sold 247 million cigars last year. So we've made our staple. Here in the United States, we are growing exponentially year over year. We're over the million cigar mark. We're there. We're moving forward. And it's because the product sells itself, right? It's much like your bourbon and your gin, which I said it before, I don't drink gin, but I love it. It speaks for itself. You guys have a story behind you. We have a story behind us. And there's so much that I could talk about with Toscano, but we only have, I don't even know how much time we have. So I'll just dive into this particular.
We have as much time as we
don't
need.
watch what you wish for. And Tommy just came over. He's tapping his watch. He's like, let's go. It's time to go. But anyway, so our tobacco comes from two places in the world, Italy and 5 different regions, Veneto, Umbria, Toscana, Lazio, and Campania, and here in the United States, Kentucky, Tennessee.
Okay.
The biggest differential is we fire cure our tobacco in Italy with oak wood, here with hickory.
Okay.
So it's a differential on the palate, which again, we talk about those earthy tones in the bourbon that we just had. Sigaro Toscano, in particular, the Toscano Antico, you're not going to find a cigar with more earthiness than the Toscano Antico, to be honest with you. So this particular cigar has an American wrapper from Kentucky, Tennessee, aged for a year, with a 70-30 mixture of American and Italian tobacco. The Italian tobacco comes from Valteverina. So it's going to be a more full-bodied cigar. Our cigars, in Italian, we call this cigar Il Sigaro dell'Amicizia.
Easy for you to say.
Yes. I actually just sneezed. It just sounded like it's called Italian. Il Sigaro dell'Amicizia, or the cigar of friendship, where you can actually take our full cigars, cut them in half, and share them with somebody.
Interesting.
But you also get the full-bodied experience when you cut it in half right from the first puff, instead of smoking the 3/3 that are in a cigar. Right. This cigar is very well known because of its, we've been in the country since 2015. But it's had its place in American cinema for decades. Clint Eastwood smoked the Toscano Antico.
Yeah, that's what I want to. As long as you bring that up, right? Yeah. The good, the bad, the ugly.
The good, the bad, because Sergio Leone was the director of the spaghetti westerns. He was a diehard Toscano fan. Legend has it, and again, I wasn't around at this point, but I guess that, contrary to public belief, Clint Eastwood is not a big cigar smoker.
Oh.
So he was forced by Sergio Leone to smoke this cigar because it would make him look more badass, if you will.
It works.
It worked 100%. One of the most iconic pictures of Clint Eastwood is him with the cigar in his mouth in the corner.
Even movie posters have him
100%.
like this. I kind of look cool too, right?
It works.
Well, there's so many lounges across the United States that use Clint with the Toscano Antico in their mouth. Now, granted, you got to look at it and be like, our cigar's been here since 1815. Clint is a lot younger than that, but Clint Eastwood definitely helped progress Toscano here in the United States. That being said, this cigar is a nice full-bodied smoke. Much like your bourbon, you're going to get a lot of earthy tones, some dark black pepper, especially on the retrohale. And I'm actually, if you guys want, we could run through a 3-stage quick pairing real fast with the cigar and the bourbon.
That's it.
It'll be real fast, I promise.
No, we're here. Let's do it.
Well, in that case, so let's talk about. No, I'm just kidding.
So,
All right, let's light it up. Well, okay, you're lighting yours. I'm gonna take a cold draw before I light it, and it tastes to me. You get that sort of fire cured taste on it, right?
Oh, you're gonna get that.
Yeah, for sure.
Very earthy, right?
That's really all I get is that earthy fire cure, almost like campfire.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. But again, the differential, when you smoke Toscano tobacco, you have to realize a couple things. Number one, you're smoking history. Okay, you're smoking a cigar that actually lasted through both world wars. Our factories, we have two factories, one in Lucca, which is outside of Firenze, and one in Cava di Tirreni, right in the Bay of Naples. But when you're smoking Toscano, you have to really think about the historical significance of what Toscano is. We have 40 female cigar rollers that roll our cigars. Each one of those 40 female cigar rollers rolls 520 cigars per day per roller. So when you talk about Sigaro Toscano, it's much more than just tobacco. So, like you just said, you get it. It's campfirey, but it's also a very organic. It's not overpowering on the palate. Is the best way.
It's so smooth,
right? You wouldn't think this cigar is.
This is very
No,
smooth.
but it's
You would not
super
think this
smooth.
cigar is.
I don't smoke a lot of cigars, but this is very, like I said, approachable. This is
It's incredibly approachable,
Absolutely.
and when we do the pairing here, I think we're gonna blow your socks off. So.
And it's totally different than anything else on the market. I mean, I smoke a lot of cigars every day. I'm smoking everything I can get my hands on, and I have yet to find anything like Toscano.
Yeah.
Like it's totally unique in the market.
Which we're blessed about, right?
Right.
And we're lucky that Ash and Anvil does what they do for us. I remember the first time you came to the booth at the PCA. Oh my God, it was hilarious. It's like, yeah, we're gonna open up a cigar lounge in 2 months, and then a year later, he's like, we still haven't got what we needed for the permits. We're working on it. So finally, he calls me, goes, Cap, we're ready to go. And since then, honestly, Derek, I tell you this every time I do an event. We have partnerships across the country, but you are literally like family to me personally and to the Toscano family. I mean, your grandmother, she's sitting right in front of us with a big smile. She is so proud of everything you've done. Your mother's here. I'm sure your dad's going to stop by. Like, it's just everything about this atmosphere is just authentic,
It's
beautiful,
spectacular.
and absolutely amazing. So congratulations to you, your success.
Agreed.
And now I'm done complimenting you. So let's go ahead and we're going to talk about the tobacco and the alcohol. So when we do pairings with Sigaro Toscano, there's 4 steps that I like to do, and we'll go through them fairly rapidly. The first step is to understand the tobacco. So how do we do that? Let's go ahead and take a nice puff of the cigar and let it sit on our palate. Now, remember the flavor profile. If you retrohale, go ahead and retrohale on the cigar. Really understand the complexity and the flavor profile of the tobacco. Again, very earthy. A lot of those rich, dark leathers that we find in your bourbon also. A little bit of bitterness, which in the cigar industry isn't a good thing, but for us, Sigaro Toscano, bitterness is a natural flavor.
Sure.
That's what's in our tobacco, right? So let's go ahead and take a sip of the bourbon itself. Now, I got to teach you guys something before you drink, okay? In Italian, you never take a sip without saying salute and looking at everybody before you take a drink. So salute.
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 eye
Salute.
candy.
Salute. Salute.
Salute.
Take a sip. A little bit of that sweetness up front is hardcore.
Oh,
The sweetness is so strong.
Now go ahead and take another puff of the cigar. Now, what you should realize is there's no smoke on your palate right now.
Right.
It's almost null and void. You're getting a little bit of the woodiness to it. You're getting some hickory, more oak than hickory, but it literally nullifies the power of the tobacco,
Yes.
which, number one, is a testament to the bourbon.
Yeah.
I expect my bottle at the end of this, by the way. And number two, not kidding. Number two, as it dissipates, you're going to start tasting a little bit of the pepper. You're going to start tasting a little bit of the spice.
Yeah.
The leatherness is going to come to fruition. Those caramel notes from the tobacco and the bourbon are come to full fruition.
Yes.
So again, I do these 4 steps to give people the understanding of the complexity of not only our tobacco, but of what you're drinking or pairing with, right? So now, and I'm sorry to make you guys work so hard, we're going to do the opposite of what we just did. We're going to take a sip of the bourbon. Y'all didn't learn. Y'all, listen, I said y'all. Y'all didn't learn.
Yeah.
You didn't learn. You got salute.
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 I didn't drink
Salute.
it. I didn't drink.
Salute. Take a sip of the bourbon, let it sit. A puff of the cigar.
Oh,
The cigar itself is sweet.
yeah,
Yes.
but
It
the
is.
sweetness came over the cigar was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
Crazy, right?
That's
Now take another sip of the bourbon. Now what you're going to learn, or you're going to see, is the bourbon itself has nullified on the front, where if you remember initially, the
Yeah.
heat was
It's
at
on
the
the- it's
front.
on the
It's on the
back
back.
now.
It's in the back. It's on the back.
It's
in your
absolutely
throat.
on the back now.
That's so cool. Wow.
I didn't rehearse this beforehand. By the way.
I had no idea you were this. You want to be a bourbon bro?
Well, we could work on that. I mean, I'm in Pennsylvania, but
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
I do have
oh.
a cigar lounge that we could, I could zoom in. You know.
Yeah.
Now, the third part of the
Wow.
4 parts of the pairing, to me, is the most imperative. So when we talk about cigar pairing, a lot of people like to say, "Oh, I had a puff and a sip. That's a great pairing." Well, okay, whatever. But if you want to truly understand it, you have to have a completely clean nasal palate. So right now, whether you're outside or you're in a building, your nasal cavity is tainted because you've been smoking a cigar.
Sure.
Or you're breathing in the cigar from other people.
Sure.
To cleanse the nasal palate is a fairly simple. We're going to need a little bit more bourbon for you guys,
Yeah,
by the
we
way.
will.
I'm sorry. I don't
Come
mean
on
it.
now.
I'm okay. By the way, I'm the only non-blush on the panel right now.
Are you?
liar.
No. I had like 84 before this, so,
Hey, one question while he's pouring
Yeah.
is, in Atlanta, where you at in Atlanta? Where
So-
you can get some cigars?
Well, I'm gonna put it this way. Instead of just
Frankie.
answering solely for Atlanta, if you go to our website, ToscanoCigars.com, there's a drop-down tab, and you can go where to buy, and you'll see it there. You can put in the zip code, and it'll shoot you there. You guys pop up, and actually, we're adding on. Before we get into the next part of the pairing, we're adding on the Maestro program. So the Maestro program is a program that I created that is a training, like an upper scale training for Toscano. You are going to be one of the maestros because the
Yes.
last time I was here, you're going to have a big golden M above
Yep.
you. But
We've done it.
we're on Italian time, so that might take a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so to cleanse the nasal palate, right? I'm going to show you how to do it, and then we're going to go through the stage. So to cleanse the nasal palate, I want you to bring the alcohol up. Now, see, you're not listening. I said I'm going to do it first.
Salud.
Nobody listens to me when I speak. It's unbelievable. So you're going to take it up. You're going to take a sip, and you're going to suck air over the bourbon and blow the air, not the alcohol, out your nose. Watch, and we'll do it together. Almost like when you aerate wine.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. So let's take a puff of the cigar and retrohale. Who here retrohales on the panel?
I retro.
Okay. Meaning blowing smoke through the nose without it going into
So
your
you're
lungs.
getting a little bit. You're picking up a little bit more of the
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. All right. So let's go ahead. Take a nice puff. Let it sit. If you retrohale. Oh my God. I'm getting made fun of with talking with my hand. Now go ahead and cleanse the nasal. Oh, I got mint there. I don't know why. That's what I'm saying. Like a menthol
Yeah.
very
licorice.
menthol. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so go ahead and cleanse the nasal palate, and you're going to want to, when you're sucking the air over, you're going to want to tip forward so you don't aspirate. Just FYI. So go ahead.
Salute.
Mm. The bourbon itself is nullified completely, right? It's not bourbon front. Go ahead and take a puff of the cigar and retrohale.
Man, it's just smooth.
Now, the retrohale, you should get some dark pepper.
Yes.
Dark, black,
Yeah.
Peppery.
hearty pepper.
Kind of a charcoal.
Yes.
Kind of.
It actually makes your eyes water a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I
Eyes are
mean,
watered.
you're not wrong.
I'm not crying because I'm happy sitting next to these knuckleheads. I'm crying because of the tobacco itself. So, but again, that's one of the most important because now you guys actually have tasted the tobacco in its purest form, because you had such a powerful vapor from the alcohol go right through your nasal cavity, and it's cleansed it, and now you can understand what Sigaro Toscano tobacco really is. The fourth and final part of the pairing session is going to be we're going to smoke the bourbon.
I love this part.
Ah,
We're going to smoke the bourbon
Okay.
with the smoke from the cigar that you're smoking.
Teach me your ways.
I am going to.
So cool.
So before we do, and you called me out before, but I got so into the presentation, I want us all to have a nice little sip of the bourbon. Salute.
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 Salute. Salute.
Salute.
That's still so good. I mean,
It is. It really is.
The sweetness is really.
It's unreal.
It's coming alive.
Yeah.
It really is.
So
yeah, absolutely.
remember those essences you have from the bourbon right now. Now watch. We're gonna do this, and then you can do it with me.
I love this. I've seen this done before. Super cool.
And these glasses
That's so
are nice
cool.
because they hold the smoke. So go ahead and do it. So now you have this nice cauldron-like sensation on the glass.
Oh, that's spectacular.
Isn't it neat?
That's awesome.
It's neat, right? Now go ahead and lightly mix it. And you're going to see, if you look real close, if you look into the light, you're going to see that the smoke itself almost starts to turn a caramel color.
Yes.
Solely because the sugar from the bourbon is kind of reacting with the smoke.
Wow.
Go ahead and very lightly give a little, so the smoke starts to dissipate, and take a sip of the bourbon before it's completely gone.
Oh,
The bourbon,
smoky.
the bourbon has turned into not alcohol front in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Even the
Zero.
after, a little bit of fruitiness,
Yep.
a little bit of sweetness, and it has enhanced the profile of the tobacco itself. You, like you said, you got that fire cure right off the first sip, right?
Oh,
It changes the bourbon and the smoke
It
completely.
does kind of bring some fruitiness.
Yeah.
Like notes.
Yep.
Like green apple kind of comes.
Green apple. I actually had, to be honest with you, I don't know if anybody's ever eaten a fig like fresh from a tree.
For sure.
That I definitely had a little bit of fig there too, some plum. It really does. I mean, it's kind of crazy how
That's
this
so
can
cool.
change. By the way, this only happens with Toscano. Just so you know.
wow, this is see, I told y'all tonight's going to be special. So we've learned some special stuff here. So this is cool, right?
Very
Now
cool.
we won't try this with a cigar because Toscano was the only one, right?
That's it.
Like,
Don't do it. Any other? No, I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm going to say that as the brand ambassador.
And you
but I
should
will
only do
tell
it
you.
with Boot Hill.
There you go.
Bourbon.
All right. We've already had, we say in
Boot-
Italian,
Boot
the
Hill and
Machado.
Toscano.
The Machado's already done. We already have the partnership. It's over with. It's only these two products.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear anything else. So.
Frankie's like he got Alfred. How do you say that?
Alpharetta, Georgia. There's
Alpharetta.
a lot of Cigar Merchant does. I know that in Cummings, Georgia, you have Southern Cigar, and I think Thick Ash is going to start selling it. We have about 15 or 20 different locations throughout the state of Georgia that sells our products really well. There's a lot of others that kind of hit and miss, but there's 15 or 20 in the state that do really well. So.
And there's a lot of guys from Texas, South Texas, watching tonight on here.
And again, same thing. Go on our website, type in your zip code, and you'll find the closest store to you. We do really well in Texas too. One of our big accounts too is Industrial Cigar. I talk about you and Industrial constantly.
Nice.
Well, because your lounges are so cool. Like both of them are so cool. Not that the others aren't, because everybody has their. But like you guys are. You know, I better watch what I say because I'm gonna
This
aggravate
is on
other-
camera.
other-
Yeah.
Everybody's great. Cheers.
You can continue though if you want to.
Wow, this is
Even now, the bourbon has changed. Still a little bit sweeter in comparison to what it was before.
that's a cool thing. So when we started this, it was Heath and I in my basement, right? And
The eye candy, you mean?
That's right.
The eye candy at the end of the table.
You had,
they got the
you had to
followers.
bring that up, right?
Buddy, keep bringing up New Jersey, and we'll see how that goes.
But
It's the Italy connection. That's why it's eye candy.
Yeah, there you go.
Salute!
Salute.
Salute!
so the education, it's not of the bourbon and the cigars. Our partnering with Derek, and he's becoming a Bourbon Bros KC. We've taken it to a different level, I think, right? And this is the education alone. Each time we do something different, we learn something new, right? I mean,
Oh yeah.
we're new into this. We're a little over a year doing this, and every time it's something different,
Yeah.
right? I mean, so I think it's been a good. We're not just doing bourbon on Bourbon Bros KC, right? We're the pairing of the cigars and having this has been educational, and yeah, I'm this is top notch, honestly. So
cool.
to have a Kansas bourbon, have an Italian cigar, have you here, all the way from Pennsylvania.
Wow! All right, we're friends again. That's great.
Is this is pretty amazing. I mean,
awesome.
But I just want to say one thing. Like, it's not, well, I've said a lot tonight, but I want to say one other thing. It's not so much about, I mean, it's experiential, right? Like you said. But when you put two solid products together,
absolutely,
you're making perfection. Like, and I swear he didn't offer me a bottle of bourbon. I didn't offer him cigars. Like, I am being 100% sincere when I say, I do a lot of these podcasts around the country. And this was incredibly fun, I love the format of it. By the way, these guys have stuff in front of me that I don't even know what it is, but like, congratulations to them for being so technologically savvy. But realistically, this is something special, and I wish and I hope that we can have some kind of partnership moving forward, because I really think there's some solid potential here.
For
Really
sure.
and truly, I
have
think.
you ever been in Dodge City?
I think once in my.
I remember when I
10
came
years.
in and talked to Derek. He's kind of the mastermind. I was like, "Look, I'm not a big cigar guy. Like, I don't know you. Your knowledge is around like well above mine." So when you said, "You know what? I think this is going to go well with this," you nailed it.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah,
He did.
I think Derek. That's what Derek has really brought to this is you know what? I've tasted this a couple times. I've tried a different couple cigars. This is the one, right? I mean, we did in the lower level. We did a video, and I probably got 20 texts from all the guys who were on here. And they're like, "Man, Derek's awesome," and I'm like, "Hello, what about us, right?"
So,
So
eye candy over here.
just
the eye, the eye candy
It's
and
the
the
beard
knowledge.
thing.
Hey,
I know.
they didn't say eye candy for you,
Oh, okay.
brother.
And
They
yes,
said
we
eye
do need
candy
some
for
brisket.
Listen, you can put manure on my face and I
Mike,
can't
who's
get that.
making
So, it is what
Mike's
it is.
making brisket.
So yeah, we at the end of March we're having
And you're making brisket?
a pretty big. So I'm doing a couple briskets because there's a lot of guys on here who are from Texas, and all they do is talk a lot of crap about Kansas brisket sucks. So we're doing some briskets for our event here at the end of March, and the brisket is gonna. I'll bet you half the guys from Texas moved to Kansas.
Yeah.
So they'll say no, but it's that'll be part of our event. But,
I'm going to stay out of that conversation. because-
but maybe you have to come back because I'll tell you what, there are guys on here who've been commenting. I've Toscano and they've somehow gotten a hold of a Boot Hill, and they love both, right? So putting these two together has been spectacular. So I'll go back to a long question way at the top. Can someone go on Boot Hill, their website, and order bourbon into their state? So how many states do you ship to?
So I think it really depends on the state laws, right? But for sure, I say just try it until they say no, right?
Right.
BootHillDistillery.com, please. It has our full spirit lineup on there, especially for some of the products that we don't currently carry on the Missouri side. You can still get it through the website and so forth. So I always try to direct people to go online, especially from out of state. I see some Georgia boys on here. I see a lot of Texas boys. Believe it or not, I'm a Cowboys fan, so bam, I know.
You
The
just
Chiefs,
know what?
they're-
Half the guys on here you just made friends with. So
Well, good. Let's
with
come on.
Rodney, they're actually at a bottle share tonight in Texas, Corpus Christi, Texas.
Oh yeah,
And there's probably 10 people watching on one stream.
perfect.
And most of them are Cowboys fans, so I
There we go.
apologize for that. So
Cheers to Corpus and all the Texas guys out there.
so
My
so-
family's in Arlington, so
I'm going to stay away from the football conversation.
so hey
yeah,
Nick,
yeah, me too.
can you post that a website that's BootHillDistillery.com?
He's
So-
got it.
So now you'll be able to see if in the chat you'll be able to see Toscano, their website, and also Boot Hill, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
Yeah, that's again. This has been amazing.
I don't want it to end. Well, I mean, it's not going to end for us. It's going to end for them. But
Right.
we're
Hey,
going to continue the night.
Before we end, we should talk about this other bottle on the table.
Yeah. So
AKA, let's drink more.
so
Pass it on over. Yeah.
we've talked about this this 3.5 year, right? So the Cowboy, right? What's it called? Which one is this?
This is our fourth edition of the Cowboy Hall of Fame.
Cowboy Hall of Fame.
Single barrel.
Yeah. So again, being from Kansas and being a purple guy, I have all their bottles, right? And the progression from day one to now is
We've come a long way.
spectacular. They have another bottle too. We weren't sure. We actually posted this one online.
Yeah. Which we could definitely touch.
Yeah.
Quick
So
little
we
base
posted
on.
this one online. So this is a bottle that they have also out. So I'm posting it. That you can see it right there. But it's the Dodge City Roundup, right? So rodeo bourbon.
Rodeo bourbon, yeah. So we basically released this past year for the Dodge City Days Roundup Rodeo. He is completely opposite of what I've kind of been talking about in the fact of that is 100% Kansas corn. So
it's the mash build is like 100% corn.
100% corn, but we aged him 5 years. He is our highest proof guy out there in the wild.
108
Yeah,
proof.
because that's what I need to drink
The
right now.
inspiration behind that 8 is for that 8 seconds that cowboy has to hang on for dear life on that animal.
Wow.
So that was kind of the
That's
thought
cool.
process
So
behind it.
there's
This is so cool.
wait,
Yeah.
there's one thing I got to add. So you refer to bourbon as he.
Yeah. The gin, she is great.
No, I'm at because that to me that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's very interesting because you talk about things like ships. Let's talk about the Titanic. It's always she.
For all those females that are watching, that know more about bourbon than I probably do too, right? That's fine. I'm not stepping on toes here, but I just call this guy he. Get that barrel aged gin though on.
No, I to me that's because now I'm gonna
is-
refer to all bourbon as he moving
From now
forward.
on. Yeah. Very cool.
So could we try it?
Yes, let's please open it up. And I'll
So
kinda
it's
tell you.
I will tell you it's
You first.
it's
Oh,
I remember my first beer.
How many do you have?
that pour is hold on. This is another one. This is
So truth be told, we were literally just going to feature it for just literally.
Well, no,
the
wait. I
rodeo.
wasn't passing you the bottle. Hold on.
Well, you have to. No?
Hey.
I'm not ready.
Good.
Cool.
I'm not.
yeah. Go ahead.
so
But it was so popular. Our distributor in Kansas said, "Well, why don't you release it out to the wild?" So we said, "All right, well, let's do
so
it."
again, you talk about the limited release on the Hall of Fame, right? What's the release on this?
So we started out with just 2 barrels of this guy. However, he is going to be a full staple.
Nice.
It's just
So there
from
are
the
just
success
2
that we've
barrels.
had.
Real nice.
Say that again.
There are just 2 barrels of
The
this
initial
release.
one. Now we are mass producing it.
Because-
it's going to be a staple
Because it
for
was
the
such a
Dodge
big
City
success
Days.
for you.
Now,
Absolutely.
is this a single barrel or is it a?
It is. It is not.
Okay.
It is not.
So when we
But
think
it
about
is.
blends,
It
how
is.
many barrels are you blending to make that?
We're not blending any barrels.
okay, really?
Nope,
Okay.
absolutely not. We have not touched the market of blending barrels as of yet. So again, this is just 100% Kansas corn.
Nice.
Now, are the barrels for this one just like the barrels for the other? Like
Absolutely.
they
All
expand
of our-
and contract, expand and
Absolutely,
heat
yeah.
contract?
Brand new American charred oak barrels that we put that in.
Because it's constantly moving, it's constantly
Constantly
fermenting.
moving. It's constantly
I
getting-
love that.
And this is a 5-year age standpoint. So
That's 5 years.
5 years.
It's on the palate. It is just.
Are you using Missouri oak or
We are. Yep.
Okay.
We get our barrels from Missouri.
Oh my
Yep.
God!
Is it not?
It's good.
It is.
What the hell? This is liquid gold.
It is. I mean, it is.
Wait, can we?
Like I said,
can you curse on
Nebraska
here? Not a bad
and
curse.
Iowa,
Can you
they make
curse on
good
here? Not a
corn,
bad
but don't
curse.
sleep on
You can
Kansas
curse all you
corn
want.
now.
Well, I don't want to curse, but my good Irish friend that I have, he goes, it's like an angel pissing down your throat.
There you go.
This is really.
Isn't it
Really?
amazing? So, for all of you coming up for the end of March for the bottle share, we'll have a bottle of each, right? So,
Lord.
I mean, some of these guys are going to bring bottles that are like a 17-year, a longer year. People are going to want to try this. This, I'm telling you, I mean,
I can't.
it is good.
No, it's not good. It's phenomenal.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is so
You
good.
get that sweetness from the corn, right? But
The
I get
sweetness
like a
is
caramel
there.
corn, like almost a Cracker Jack kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cracker
It's
Jack,
a
that's
sweet.
good.
You know, that's
It's a sweet, but not like
Oaty.
you're drinking sugar, right? It's
tint of honey kind of.
The finish on the first one was phenomenal. The finish on this is different. I don't even know how to describe. There are very few times I'm speechless, my friend. I'm speechless right now.
Salute.
Salute.
salute. Heath, you didn't pour any?
Not yet.
It's
He's savoring that
Heath
first
isn't a heathen like us.
That's right.
He likes to enjoy.
yeah. I can. Yeah,
Every-
he's got to stay to the point where he says I can. He like.
Right.
Yeah, maybe I
You're
should
killing
grow
it.
a beard.
You're
but my
killing it
wife-
over
my
here.
As long
wife-
as
my
Nancy's
wife
still
will tell
on,
me
that's all
no,
that matters.
See
Like
that?
I said, you could put manure on my face. It's not going to
That's
grow.
right. See, they want it for March, right? This is
We'll have it.
spectacular.
Yeah, no, they
And again,
they got
with
it next door. So
with the cigar, it's just this is a match made in heaven.
think we
Heaven.
need to go
Sorry,
through
there
the-
was just a puppy behind me. I was like,
There's a
Oh,
puppy.
there's a puppy. Nice. It's probably Loki. Oh yeah, it's Loki.
yeah, it's Loki.
See?
Quit picking on Heath. Okay, that's my mom, but she's like, quit picking on Heath.
Thanks, Nancy.
I mean, really? It's okay. You gotta love somebody. So yeah, I'm telling you,
I don't even know how to.
this has been a table of fun tonight.
Oh,
I think they both
So-
pair well with that.
So
they do
unbelievable.
unbelievably. So in Italian, you said the good table before the tavola bona.
Tavola bon.
Tavola bona. That's the
I'm not
good.
gonna
This is the good
repeat.
table.
Good table.
Tavola bona.
Tavalabona.
This is
So
unreal.
now you being, how often do you go to Italy because of this?
Because of Toscano,
Toscano.
it depends. A lot of times when I go out and see my family, I revolve my trip around Toscano and I'll go to meetings and stuff. At least once, if not 2 times. There have been times I'm out there 3 times a year for different things. But
Aren't there some Toscanos that are sold overseas but not sold in the U.S.?
there are tons that are sold in Italy and not here. And there's also things like the Brenta, which is only for the United States right now.
That's what we were smoking when
That's what we were
first
smoking
started.
when we
Yeah.
first started.
Oh, that's
These here.
that's amazing too.
So good.
Yeah. The Toscano Master Age series is only for 5 different countries.
Okay.
Italy is not one of them.
Really?
Yeah. Because they're a little bit larger ring gauge for Toscano. Obviously, the Brent is definitely larger ring
Right.
gauge, but even the Master Age is a little bit larger ring gauge for Toscano. But no, I mean, we listen. You have to innovate as you move forward, and that I think every company, you guys will agree with that. The
Sure.
innovation is imperative.
Innovation is key.
But what Toscano, and again, from what I know from you in the past hour and your company, innovation does not mean taking away from quality.
Correct.
And a lot of manufacturers, and I'm not saying just in the cigar, I'm saying in anything, lose that. But like, congratulations to you guys for keeping true to who you are. Sigaro Toscano has done the same. It's been I really think that there's something special. Whether it becomes a partnership or not, at least we became friends tonight, and you can send me
Exactly.
some bottles, and I'll send you a couple cigars too.
There we go. Fly me out to Italy and I'll go pitch Boot Hill.
Listen, we could figure that out too. Not on my dime, on Toscanos, but Luciano, if you're watching, sorry.
Luciano, that's funny.
I'll pack light.
This is
It's a great pairing.
This is. Hey, Derek, you did well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not
All
that
right,
I
stop complimenting him.
not that I ever question, not that I ever question him, but this
This is a good one.
this is like an event that everybody should have come to, right? I mean, this is wow. I'm blown away.
Yeah.
This has been fantastic.
It's wonderful.
Again, being a purple guy for Kansas State,
Yeah, I gotta try this.
this is wow.
Yeah.
All I can say is wow, right? I mean, it's there
I
you go.
was gonna say, should we do it? And then you just did it.
Let's
So,
do it
all right,
again.
we'll do
Let's
it.
do
Here
it
we
again,
go.
all
Here we go.
Let's do it.
I'll be honest, like 108 proof, right? It's after that, yeah.
This is
Even before it does not taste like 108 proof
No, it doesn't.
Not
at all. At all.
anything. Usually, I like to tell people over 100 proof. I'll have to drop of water, maybe a little ice cube,
Yeah.
just to kind of open it up,
Yeah.
right?
No, this
I'll
is
drink neat, especially with that.
It's unbelievable.
Your
We were
Toscano.
having this conversation with the territory manager, remember, over at the bar. He doesn't drink anything over, like, what do you say?
He said 80 proof.
Well,
He
said
said 80
we'll let him go. We're gonna this is a G-rated discussion
yeah.
here.
So what does he
But
drink?
I mean,
Water.
Capri Sun.
yeah, literally Capri Sun and a little bit of Sprite. And the Capri Sun was too tough for him. But at the end of the day, like, I think if he tried that, he might actually say, "Holy God, this does not taste like what it is." So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is spectacular.
Artisanal products with artisanal products is what matters, man.
Yeah,
So
That's it.
it's cool around Halloween too. This thing. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, look at my
I
cauldron.
love how the smoke stays
So-
because the temperature, right,
Yeah.
changes, so it stays.
Well, and again,
Wow.
when you have, even when I do things with like, around Christmas time, I do an espresso martini,
Sure.
but I put an ice cube in it so the smoke stays on it because the cold pulls
Yeah.
the smoke to
Okay.
it. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
That's
But
awesome.
there's just so much to talk. I could sit here for another 2 hours and talk about
I know.
this.
I know.
I know we don't want. Well, I want to. You could.
Why not, right?
You can pretend the camera's on. I'll just sit here and talk to nobody.
This is
Shut up, Tommy.
no, Tommy. This has been an exceptional night. I mean, this is probably, as we poor Tommy, yeah,
Poor
right.
Tommy.
As we continue to do this, I think we want to get better, right? We want to have better content. It's not just about, okay, I'm drinking bourbon, I'm drinking this guy, and I'm smoking this cigar. It's about education, right? I mean, people have never tried this bourbon. People have never tried this cigar because I'll be honest with you. Derek gave me this cigar the very first time, and I'm like, I'm going to smoke this in like 45 seconds because it's like a cigarette, right? It took like 3 hours. I mean, I told the guys, I was down in Atlanta with a bunch of these guys, and I was like, try these. And they're like, really? And like 4 hours later, they're like, holy crap, I'm only 3/4 of the way through, right?
That's why you are one of millions that say the same exact thing about Toscano.
You feel that, how it's packed. I mean, it's a great smoke. And again, I've always been a Boot Hill guy because of my, I paid a lot of money to that Purple School.
We appreciate that.
But they've come a million miles. I mean, both these bourbons tonight are exceptional. And you have a 7-year. You have a 7-year. I think it's almost sold out, right? So
If you can still get your hands on it, I don't know who still has them. But.
So I'm probably going to get 3 bottles. I'm going to get the 7-year. I'm going to get both of these, and I'm going to hold them until March when we have a special event here in March.
You let me know. I want some of that brisket.
Yeah, I'm making 2 massive briskets.
Okay.
That's going to kick Texas's ass.
Oh boy,
You heard it first.
You heard it right here.
Oh boy.
I'm not getting into that fight.
It will. So you should come.
I will.
There'll be some people from all around the country, and
cool that you're able to
they'll bring some bottles that are.
That's a badge of honor.
You may never see again, right? It could be the last bottle that exists in the country.
It's awesome.
But you should come because I think this compares against some of those bottles, honestly, and that's good for Boot Hill.
No, I do appreciate that.
And
yeah.
again, Toscano. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? It's a no-brainer.
I hope.
No,
I mean, I think so,
no.
but I'm biased, so you
no,
tell me.
it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
It is.
So,
It's a no-brainer. It's
And
just-
you know what the good thing is too about this cigar? Like it could go out 507 times and you could still light it and it's still the same cigar.
Yeah.
Right?
it is.
Like there's not a lot of products out there that afford that opportunity just because of the construction. It doesn't mean that they're not, whatever. But at the end of the day, like Toscano is well known for that.
Right.
We're a consistent smoke. We've been here since 1815. We fought through 2 world wars. Our factory got bombed in both world wars, and we were still able to survive. You know how before we fin, I don't. You know what? I don't care. Screw it. We're talking. You guys can leave if you want to.
Keep talking.
So the one thing that I talked about before when I said that the cigar is Il Sigaro dell'Amicizia, the cigar of friendship, and we cut it in half. The main reason we started doing that was right after World War II. And that was because demand skyrocketed immediately after World War II, but we couldn't keep up with production because we were the red center of Italy, the anti-fascist center. So they had trouble getting tobacco in from northern and southern Italy. So they started to cut full cigars in half and sell them by the half stick until production
that's why
came
they're
back
half
up.
stick.
And that's why they started to cut them in half.
Wow,
I mean,
that's cool.
Rodney, who's on here, who's at the bottle share, so hopefully he's sharing with like 10 different people. He's like, hey, give me a box. I need a box, right? So, yeah, it's all spectacular.
Life is good. It could be a lot worse.
It could be a lot worse.
You know what? Wow. This has been a great night, people.
No, thank you for having me,
Thank
us.
you for having me as well.
Cheers.
No, you
Yeah,
guys,
this was awesome.
Okay.
you guys
Jared,
have
thanks
been.
for setting us up, buddy.
So
Hey,
okay.
you gotta feel that before you cheers. That's bad luck. Bad luck. Bad luck.
You guys have been.
Bad luck. I'm superstitious. I can't do it.
You guys have been educational. One, a great pair to have on.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you
Cheers.
so
I
much.
mean,
Thank you.
it was definitely. It wasn't just that, hey, we're pairing this with this. There was a reason these were paired together,
Yes.
right? I mean, Derek and I were talking, and he was like, "This has got to happen," right? So, yeah, that's that. And I know why now.
It happened, and here we are.
It's a great pairing.
So, hey, let's talk about the next stream. So, it's hard to go away from this. I'm going to be honest with you, right? We could sit here all night.
Should we run it back next month?
Yeah.
We should. Yeah, we'll get back.
So,
My wife might have a problem with that, but yeah, we'll try.
So actually, we are doing our next stream next week. Wow, is we're doing a bunch of foolproofs. We're comparing a bunch of different foolproofs. We're going to blind them, but I will tell you at the end of March, if you haven't subscribed and like our channel, the end of March we are going to have. It's about as special as this, right? So that's our goal. So
About.
I didn't say it was
Not
about.
as.
We are going to have. It's going to be compared to this, but just a little less.
Listen, all I know is that I have not drank this much on a podcast in a long time. So
And you guys are invited, right? So there'll be some special people here. But next week is about foolproof. We're going to open some pretty serious allocated bottles, and we're going to blind them. So join us. Subscribe, like, and you're not gonna want to miss this. Moving forward, we got a lot of good stuff planned.
not as good as this.
Not as good as this.
I'm kidding.
He said
I'm
it.
kidding.
I'm
I'm
not.
kidding.
It's not as good as
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's probably true, but like and subscribe.
And viewership just dropped.
But we're
Canceled. No, I'm just kidding.
New Jersey's got something in the house. So
Everybody, I loved everybody. I'm leaving now. It's
but
Flip the table. Just take
you
it
know,
off.
No, wait, no, I would
hopefully,
never do that.
hopefully you learned what we have because again, amazing guys.
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
No,
honestly. It's
thank
been
you
awesome.
very much.
We've
I
had a
mean,
Thanks for
blast.
having us on. I do
this
appreciate it.
this has been fantastic. So
This is really.
join us, subscribe, like.
I don't know if I've ever drank anything that I like this.
We're having a great time, and we think you will too. So, you know what? Let's finish it.
Let's do
Right?
it.
So, remember, and especially with this group right here, it's not just about the pour, but it's the bond it creates. So, all right,
Cheers.
cheers. All right, wait, what?
Salute.
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 See you
Thank you for joining, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.